House girl on the platform, tiles shining under neon blue. Vending machine humming by, timetable missing you. Ticket folded in my wallet, duffel resting by my boot. Back row of the night train, window smudged with soup. Fluorescent in the corridor, one slow swinging sign. Metal in the footsteps, answering every thought of mine. I used to ride these tracks at dawn with a briefcase on my knees, carrying other people's secrets like a quiet moving breeze. Met men in empty carriages, watched envelopes change hands. Never wrote my name on paper, let the rumors make their plans. Built a life on moving shadows, never let the wires ring. Now this silence in the carriage sounds like my own written reckoning. The city doesn't chase you, it just waits around the bend. Tracks will bring you back forever if you never call an end. So I sit in the back row of the night train, leaving what I made. Not a runner, not a victim, just a man who chose his lane. I'm the one who moves in silence with his ledger in his head. Every debt I ever carried, every line that once ran red. Yeah, I ride the back row of the night train with my code unchanged. If I vanish in the dark, it's 'cause I walked out of that game. Glass turns in a mirror when the windows fill with black. All I see is my reflection leaning easy in the back. Suit jacket on the hanger, collar open just a notch. Phone face down and sleeping while the towers lose their watch. There's a countryside of houses sliding past without a sound. All the doors I used to knock on, getting smaller, fading down. I remember station payphones with a number I could call. I remember choosing silence, letting consequence fall. I won't dress it up as mercy, won't deny what I have done. I just count the ones that matter, and I leave when counting's done. So I sit in the back row of the night train, rolling out of sight. Let the city keep its hunger, let it stare into the night. I'm the ghost it never owned, just a name it couldn't change. Every wheel beneath these boots, right enclosure in the grain. Yeah, I ride the back row of the night train, leaving sharp, not shamed. If they ever say I ran, they never learned how I was made. hotel curtains, let a red sun breathe through. Buzzing like a bad thought that keeps coming back to you. There's a plastic tag motel key swinging from my hand. Number on the corner, like a deal I understand. Coffee on the nightstand, cooling by this bed. Paper on my knee with your name inside my head. Boots by the door, still dusted from that last back road. Bag half zip, full of things I never let you know. Down the highway there's a diner with a jukebox humming low. Truckers nursing black coffee, waiting on the next load. I watched a man count bills with a bandaged knuckle hand. Same hard quiet in his eyes I've carried across this land. I don't work for quiet men who never sign their name. Made my living in the corners where no one calls it shame. But you keep sending little questions, asking if I'm alright. Like you feel the kind of shadow I turn into at night. I fold this letter once, twice, press the creases straight, trying to find a sentence that can hold this weight. Every word I write feels like a line across a map, either pulling you in closer or cutting you off the track. And my name at the door, walk out like a stranger no one's waiting for. I'm the kind of man who's safest when he doesn't stay. Power in my pocket is the choice to walk away. If you ever wonder why I vanished from your nights and your prayers, know a man like me moves quiet when he cares. Keys on the counter, no number for you to name. That's how an outlaw disappears and keeps you out of the flame. Remember that small house where the porch light never died? You said I could leave my jacket and a little of my pride. I'd come back from these runs with the dust of other rooms, sit still at your table till the heat left the fumes. You trace the marks on my knuckles like you're reading crooked lines. Ask if I was tired of collecting other people's finds. I'd stir the coffee, change the subject, watch the spoon spin slow. Never say how many doors I'd walk through, I should've known. Now the vending machine down the hallway hums like a low-tuned bass. Cracked mirror by the sink shows a man running out of space. I lock this door behind me with a hand that doesn't shake. Not 'cause I'm not afraid, but 'cause I know what's at stake. So I leave my keys on the counter and my name at the door. Slide the note in my pocket, take these boots to the floor. I'm the kind of man who loves you best by driving past, taking all that burning weight and letting this one last. If you ever hear a highway song that feels like my old stare, know a man like me stay dangerous lets you keep your name. I'm standing here with the city stretching below, watching the lights flicker like a life that I used to know. The rooftop's cold, but the wind won't stop. I've been chasing shadows, running from the top. I hear the hum of the city, it never sleeps. It's got its secrets buried deep beneath the streets. But there's a price for loyalty in this dirty game. I've paid it all, but it still feels the same. I watch the deals go down in back rooms and alleyways. Made my choices, but they never led me straight. The city's got a way of pulling you back in, even when you think you found a way to win. You know it's a cold city where nothing's ever clear, where the only thing certain is the weight of fear. But I'm still standing here, watching it all unfold, waiting for the moment when the truth's finally told. You can't outrun a shadow, no matter how far you go. And this city keeps calling like it already knows. There's shadows on the rooftop, whispers in the night. I can hear the city's heartbeat pulsing in the light. I've seen the cost of loyalty, the price of trust. The city keeps its promises, but they turn to dust. Yeah, there's shadows on the rooftop, keeping me awake. The code is a chain, and it's starting to break. I could walk away, leave this life behind, but the city's got its claws, it never lets you unwind. I've got a plan to leave, but it's too late for that. I'm tied to the streets, and I can't turn back. So I'm standing here, on the edge of it all, watching the skyline like I'm waiting for a fall. But the city won't let me go, it never has. And I've learned that the shadows are all that I've ever had. The silence is deafening, but the city still calls. I hear it in my veins, echoing through these walls. There's shadows on the rooftop, whispers in the night. I can hear the city's heartbeat pulsing in the light. I've seen the cost of loyalty, the price of trust. The city keeps its promises, but they turn to dust. Yeah, there's shadows on a rooftop, keeping me awake. The code is a chain, and it's starting to break. Oh, there's shadows on a rooftop, keeping me awake. Paper ticketed in my pocket, corner folded from my thumb. Worn leather on this seat remembers every man who tried to run. I'm riding on my knee, this crooked line with your first name. Lamp swinging in this compartment like it's tired of every game. The glass is just a mirror. When the window turns to black, I can see the man you loved and the one who ain't coming back. They knew my face in back rooms where the doors don't have a sign. Every quiet conversation put another weight on my spine. I kept my tie straight, kept my word sharp, kept the numbers clean. Pulled the strings so you could sleep through things you never had to see. Now the skyline's just a necklace slipping off the city's throat, and I'm cashing out my legend for the price of this one note. I bought this ticket with my name, not with fear. Left that kingdom in the shadows, but my code stayed clear. If this train keep rolling, let the stories take the blame. I didn't run from what I was, I just bought this ticket with my name. I outgrew instead. You deserve a different silence than the one I had to keep. So I'm trading in the sirens for the sound of iron sleep. I bought this ticket with my name, I bought this ticket with my name, not with fear. Left my shadow in that city, but I kept my aim sincere. If you ever hear a rumor that I vanished in the flame, no, I chose my own departure. I just bought this ticket with my name. I was never yours in daylight, but I kept you from the rain. So when you see that empty doorway, know I bought this ticket with my name.
Private little floor, carpet soft under leather, while the night cruises next to city keeps door. Glass walls throwing back the red eyes of the city down below. Highways drawing quite restless with a breast. Cufflinks on the table by one cold untouched glass. Security screen still rolling every shadow that walks past. I've run the floor above the limit, and then I feel just linked to the death disappear. Dizzy out in a no crowd of that. Call the lesser winch to let sink. Now my name's cut in the law, my key card owns his heart. But every favor has a rooftop where it finds me in the night. The city doesn't beg it, catches leans against your door. Every block you think you're buying, write your number on the floor. I run the floor above the law when the daylight's gone, where the cameras know the story, but the files roll on. I keep my voice low and steady when the rich men stall. I'm the gentleman shake, crown a kingdom. Watch the same hand hide a scar. I won't kneel in front of fortune, won't renounce what I have done. I just walk these quiet hallways till my breathing's like a drum. I run the floor above the law when the stakes climb high, where the boardroom lights stay burning while the taxis slide by. I keep my word like a weapon when the deals turn raw. I'm the man behind the curtain they still lean on when they fall. Yeah, I built a floor above the law, and I guard that door. If this city ever takes me, it will know what I stood for. Glass desk in the corner, city glowing on the pane. Ledger open like a womb, rows of numbers like a chain. Brass lamp throwing yellow on a stack of quiet deals. Cufflinks catch a little light each time I spin the wheels. Safe door slowly closes with a soft forgiving click. Leather folder on the table, ink still dark and thick. Straighten up my tie, thumb the switch with one slow hand. I feel the city staring back, waiting on my command. Back chair, but I keep the house upright. His name hangs on everybody's tongue. Mine moves through the night. I shift a line, a decimal, someone loses ground. A warehouse changes ownership, a man stops coming round. Elevator hums behind me like a nerve that never sleeps. Black and white security glow, all the promises we keep. I tilt the blinds a little, see the river cut the street. Like a dark vein running through the heart beneath my feet. Every figure on this paper has a doorway, has a face. But the city only listens when you're talking interest rate. I whisper with a fountain pen, not with a loaded gun. Still every quiet signature decides who sees the sun. I don't wear the crown, I just price what it costs. I'm the cold hand on the ledger when the lines run across. If this city is a beast, I'm the one who feeds it slow. Balancing the blood and silver where the street lights glow. I move numbers in the dark while the loud men raise their glass. I'm the shadow in the office making future out of past. Hallway
like a judge's final word. Every step a quiet echo that I wish I'd never heard. Up the ramp to the rooftop, where the air is cold and thin, painted lines and empty roads, just my engine cooling in. I lean against the railing, hear the city underneath, breathing like a sleeping thing with wires for his teeth. Some nights I see a younger man counting change in some small shop. He thinks the world is numbers too, just smaller at the top. He hasn't heard this city yet, whispering his name, sliding him a crisp contract, asking if he wants the game. I wonder if I'll still be here behind another glass, or leave my key upon this desk and let that offer pass. I don't wear the crown, I just prize what it costs. I'm the quiet line deciding who can be lost. If this city is a beast, I'm the one who feeds it slow, keeping all the blood in silver where the street lights glow. I move numbers in the dark, never raising up my voice. When the loud men fall to pieces, I'm the one who made the choice. Palm handle in my hand, number sticking in a crooked glow. Dust on the license plate, bugs sucking where the lamps hang low. Highway map on the dashboard, folded right where the border starts. The picture in the visor keeps on pulling at the softer parts. Duffel bag in the trunk, folded shirts and one dog suit, old black boots on the concrete, oil stain just beneath my boot. I twist the cap, shut the door, engine rumbles like it knows my name. Exit lane in the mirror, all that fire I'm walking from in flame. She used to trace the scars across my knuckles when I'd finally sleep. Said you live like every favor's one more promise you won't keep. There was cash inside the hallway, metal under bedroom floor, spare keys taped beneath the tiles in case they came through all the doors. I kept my voice low at the table, let the louder men take center stage. I was the one who moved in silence, wrote my code on an empty page. She kept a suitcase by the closet, little note pinned in the sleeve. Either you walk out on your own 2 feet, or they carry you, just leave. Now it's taillights on the fence line, insects in the humming light. Every road out of this door, it looks the same at night. I got these exit lane blues rolling under my wheel, driving like a gentleman goes, no one sees but feels. I walk away from the power like a man who's paid his dues, but the life rides quiet shotgun in these exit lane blues. I'm not running like a coward, I'm just cashing in my scars, trading all that stairwell swagger for a sky of quiet stars. Yeah, I look calm in the rear view, but there's blood in every bruise, and a woman I'm not calling in these exit lane blues. Neon letters from a motel sign flicker red on an empty field, broken glass in a vending frame, old receipts on a steering wheel. I could take that narrow driveway, room key hanging on a rusted rack, dollar number from the night desk phone, say one word, turn right back. But there's a shadow on the shoulder where a younger man once stood. He thinks I got out clean, thinks I turned my back for good. If I circle one more time around this life I built and burned, he'll be standing where I'm lying when the tables finally turn. So I kill the headlights for a moment, let the engine softly run, feel the cold steel in my ribs and the paper of a lettered one. Her voice lives in the glove box with the words I never sent. Every mile I put between us is a promise I already spent. I got these exit lane blues rolling under my wheels, driving like a quiet outlaw, no confession heals. I walk away from the kingdom like a man who knows to lose, but I'd rather fade to back roads than see her in that news. I'm not hiding from the trouble, I'm just steering where it can't choose, leaving all my steel and secrets in the rear view, shrinking views. Yeah, I move slow like a shadow, cutting every old excuse, disappearing like a real man with these exit lane blues. Excellent burning low on a stack of unsigned deals, fountain pen bleeding slow where the ink hides what is real. Glass wall full of city lights like numbers on the screen. I'm the man behind the margin, keeping everything still looking clean. Suit jacket on the chair back, tie half loosened at my throat. Safety box behind the painting, paper trail in every note. There's a letter on the blotter with your name on the first line, to the kid who thought that counting meant his hands would stay just fine. You believe if you were clever, you could stay above the stain. Move the figures, move the favors, never touch the actual pain. Wire transfers through the night while the hallway cameras blink. I'm the one who moves the decimal so the big man never sink. Black ledger with a broken spine, pages soft from being turned. Every column like a graveyard where the quiet debts get burned. You would call this just accounting with that easy little grin. Now I balance more than money, I'm the memory of their sin. I write, dear younger version, do you still sleep through the night? The clock inside this office keeps cutting up the light. I keep it off the books, on the leather and the lock, where the numbers buy them power, but they grind me into rock. Every shadow in this office has a name I never speak. I make the strong look spotless while my own foundation's weak. You wanna be the quiet brain that never feels a huzz, but there's nothing clean in a gentleman's ledger when it's off the books. There was one small corner business on a narrow, quiet street. Signed a line they didn't read, just to keep the lights and heat. I erased them with a flourish, just a number in a row. Told myself it's only figures, it's not me who makes it so. Saw their sign come down one morning, cardboard on the shuttered glass. Heard a whisper by the elevator that they vanished far too fast. Now their name lives in a margin where the columns never end. Every time I flip that page, I lose another kind of friend. You lock up the safe, you straighten your cuffs, you wear that comb like expensive stuff. You say it's just business, you say it's just trust, but your heartbeat keeps tapping through dust. I keep it off the books, in the corners of the file, where the quiet little choices stack up higher than a mile. Every favor that I balance puts a crack along my stance. I make the kings look spotless, but I gamble with my chance. You wanna be the hidden hand that never shows its looks, but every line in this dark ledger writes you off the books. Thin curtain on the window, highway humming through the glass. Motel key on the nightstand with a number fading fast. You're asleep across the blanket, one bare arm out in the cold. Cheap lamp on the little table makes your shoulder look like gold. I'm bent over by the desk here with this pen and paper pad. Suitcase standing by the door frame like it knows the life I've had. I leave before I'm on, that's a rule that keeps me whole. I move like no one holds a claim on my body or my soul. I love you from a distance that I never let be shown. I pay for being free each time I leave before I'm on. I've sat in back room corners where the real decisions bled, counted favors like they're bullets, kept the numbers in my head. Every promise in this business comes with strings you'll never see. Every gentle word you're hearing has a blade beneath the plea. You deserve a quiet doorway, not a knock at 3 a.m. Not a car that parks for hours and pretends it's just a friend. I leave before I'm on, that's the line carved in my code. I don't sign my name to chains, I just keep walking down the road. You could talk me into staying if I let my guard be thrown. So I pay for both our futures when I leave before I'm on. Sign is flickering on my hood. I can see our room's dim window from this busted parking lot of wood. Folded letter in the drawer there underneath the bedside phone. Words you'll never read out loud, just a map of why I'm gone. Boot heel on the gravel, one deep breath and then I drive. I protect the ones I care for by not letting them arrive. I leave before I'm on, that's the price I choose to pay. I walk like no one gets to pull me back or make me stay. You'll wake up with a silence and a bed that's halfway warm, but no shadow at your doorway when the night decides to storm. I'm a gentleman a distance, and my heart stays overthrown. I keep my soul in motion, so I leave before I'm on. bench cold, timetable board rolling slow. Ticket in my pocket with a crease down the line. Suitcase by my boot, last loose thread of my time. Guard blows a short note, door slide with a sigh. Glass in the window holds a crooked piece of sky. The city in reflection looks smaller from the track, like a beast I used to feed that I'm finally turning back. I built quiet little empires behind unmarked doors. Kept the loud men smiling while I settled old scores. Move cash in briefcases, move fear with a look. Stack favors like pages in a well-thumbed book. Every hallway knew me by the weight of my pace. Even bosses shifted when I stepped into a place. But power in a city like this don't come for free. It takes faces, it takes sleep, it tries to eat the rest of me. So I locked up the office, left the keys on the desk, closed one door gentle on a life that was dressed for risk. Didn't leave a note, didn't give a warning shout, just waiting for the night train, bought a ticket heading out. I took the last car out when the skyline hit the ground, when the tracks pulled all the color to a long low sound. I'm the man who leaves his kingdom while it's still saying his name. Walk away before the fire learns the hand that fed the flame. You can't keep your crowded throne and your paper crown of doubt. I'll be a legend in the distance on the last car out. Compartment light humming, seats worn smooth and thin, coat folded by the window, duffel tucked in. There's a matchbox on the table from a bar I used to own. Logo almost faded like the face I showed that zone. Steel joints murmur as we roll past freight yard lines, backlights and billboards and old retired signs. I'm not running from the ashes, I'm just choosing where they fall, taking what I can carry in the weight of every call. I don't answer when they beg, I don't beg when they decide. I've been living by a legend, only I get to provide. If this life wants a payment, it can take it from my pride, but it doesn't get my ending. I still choose how I ride. I took the last car out while the city was asleep, while the bosses raised their glasses to a promise they can't keep. I'm the ghost behind the deals that they whisper about. I'm the name they never cancel when the lights go out. You can't fight for every corner, you can drown in every bout. I'll be a rumor on the horizon, on the last car out.
was asleep, while the bosses raise their glasses to a promise they can't keep. I'm the ghost behind the deals that they whisper about. I'm the name they never cancel when the lights go out. You can fight for every corner, you can drown in every bout. I'll be a rumor on the horizon, on the last car out.
Departure board flickers, broken bulbs around the frame. Last train running late, but this night still knows my name. You're leaning on a pillow with a sharp black coat and restless eyes. New boots too clean for a line where every softness slowly dies. I set my metal case down by a bench with chipped off paint. Thin black gloves in my pocket, my only kind of saint. Ticket in my hand, corners bent like every rule I've bent in time. You ask me if this platform leads to power or a crime. You say the older men are watching, and you're ready to be free. I see that tiny tremor when you think I'm staring down the track. The same shake I tried to hide the night I swore I'd never look back. My phone hums in my pocket, but tonight it stays on mute. I clean a fresh disaster for some men in tailored suits. I tell you there's a reason that the bosses never wait in line. They send us and forget us, but the ghosts remember every sign. You ask me, is it worth it, all this moving in the dark? I feel the steel beneath us whisper like a buried heart. This track ain't built for glory, it's for ghosts and the quiet kind. You trade your name for silence, carry thunder in your mind. If you stand on this cold platform, leave your softer self behind. We walk out looking steady, but we're owned by what we hide. Men like us move silent while the world pretends it's blind. This platform is reserved for the quiet kind. I knew a younger brother who just laughed when he heard this speech. He stepped onto the carriage like the rules could never reach. Kept a faded picture folded in the lining of his coat. Thought he could keep one doorway if the shadows cut his throat. Now some small town mailbox gathers dust beside a gate, and I still hear his footsteps in these tracks that carry weight. No file, no stone, no headline, but he lingers in my unfinished request. You don't raise your voice, you don't chase the wrong wire. You count every exit and the cameras in the sky. You hold to a code that nobody writes or signs, and you pay with your sleep for the things you keep behind. This track ain't built for glory, it's for ghosts and the quiet kind. You trade your face for shadows and leave daylight out of mind. If you step onto this platform, let your tender heart resign. The doors will slide around you when your past falls out of line. Men like us move silent while the world pretends it's blind. This platform is for ghosts and the quiet kind.
Combing in the shadows, cold in a yellow painted folder on the front seat, your young eyes on my face. My badges in the glove box, I gained them at a bit box. And coffee cooling in the
Every line you step across is one you'll have to prove. I keep my badge in the glove box when the deals run deep. Name on the station wall, soul in the backseat heat. I'm the law in the shadows when this city turns mean. Walking lines you can't see on the cracks in between. I keep my badge in the glove box so the wolves stay blind. If you follow where I'm walking, better bring your own spine. Elevator doors keep closing on the ones who played it pure. They burned out in the hallway or they drank behind the door. You say you wanna move in silence, make the worst of them behave. You better learn which calls to answer and which ones you let fade. Out past the overpass girders under that old iron span. There's a list of names I carry that still think I'm their man. I've seen good men lose their sleep when a simple choice went wrong. Heard the station radios buzzing while the sirens played their song. I won't paint it like a nightmare, you're too proud to scare that way. I'll just tell you, keep your distance from the debts you choose to pay. I keep my badge in the glove box when the nights turn rough. One hand on the wheel when the money's in the cuff. I'm the law in the shadows where the bright lights don't reach. Writing rules in the margins they can't get me to teach. Yeah, I keep my badge in the glove box and I walk that line. If you're coming down behind me, better bring your own spine. Motel lamp flicker on a crooked little desk. Testy blinds whisper when the air turns restless. There's a coffee stained map with a circle round the town. Room key on a chain, paint peeling halfway down. I've got your name on a page in this spiral backpack. Ink bleeding softly like the nights we almost had. Ice machine humming by the door at the end. I write if you're reading this, you're still my one soft friend. found me in a diner with your hair pulled back tight, hands around a chip cup, eyes sharp as midnight. You cut straight through the stories that the loud boys sold. Said you moved too quiet for a man your age to be this cold. I told you there were highways that I couldn't leave behind. Oh, deaths in my rear view, darker ones in my mind. You said one day you'll choose between the road and my door. I just kissed your forehead and I walked you to the floor. Now this bed's made neat, one glass by the sink, suit jacket hanging where I rest and I think. Every mile on my tires has a number in my head. Every heart that gets too close is a line I don't tread. So I leave the key on the nightstand when I'm done with this town. For the letter in the drawer, let the silence write it down. I'm the man who loves in passing, with his hand still on the wheel. Never begs to be forgiven for the way his footsteps feel. You can dream about me softer, you can curse the way I stand, but I'll walk out like a shadow, leave the key on the nightstand. Stairwell smells of cleaning spray and long tired days. Boots on a concrete keep a slow measured pace. Neon from the gas sign paints the hood of my car. Trucks breathing heavy under faded large stars. Suitcase in the trunk, glove box holds my steel. Photo full of faces that remember how I deal. I turn the engine over, see the motel in the glass. Say I keep you far from this, you ain't built for what I pass. I don't hide in back rooms when the debts come to collect. I don't bring the ones I cherish where they aim for my neck. If I ever cross your doorway, it'll be with empty hands, with the ghosts already buried and these boots washed to their sand. So I leave the key on the nightstand like a name I never signed. Let the taillights do the talking as I cross another line. I'm the man who keeps his distance so your world can stay in light. I'll be somewhere on the highway, just a rumor in the night. If you ever find this letter, know I left you with a plan. Let the good life stay beside you. I'll be key on the nightstand. crooked little bed, thin walls holding every word I never said. There's a pen in my hand, paper soft beneath my thumb, room key on the nightstand, fan rattling like a drum, neon from the gas sign leaking in under the shade, clock on the cable box frozen on yesterday. You said one day you'll park that car and let your hands stay clean. I laughed and kissed your forehead, said you don't know what you've seen. You kept a coffee on the counter for the nights I came back late. I kept a duffel by the doorway like a man out running fate. Now the map is on the table with the corners worn and bent. Every road I drove in darkness is a secret that I spent. I can't bring you where I've been, I can't let you wear my name. When the deals go bad, they don't come asking who to blame. So I leave the key on the nightstand when I disappear, like a calling card that says I was here then. I'm the shadow on the highway that the dawn can't catch, always closing every door, never leaving them a latch. Yeah, I leave the key on the nightstand, slip out quietly, outlaw with a code that keeps their hands off you and me. Ice machine humming down the hall like a distant train, boots by the bathroom door still carrying half this stain. I fold this unsent letter, slide it back into the pan. Some truths are better buried than delivered when they're sad. Outside the pump light flickers on an empty row of stalls. I button up this jacket when the heavy quiet falls. If you wake up past midnight and the porch light feels too still, know I walked out on the danger, not on what I used to feel. I won't drag you through the roadside where the scared men whisper low. I'll be just another story that the low guitar still knows. So I'll leave the key on the nightstand when I disappear, like a signature in silence saying I was never really here. I'm the ghost along the guardrails that the sun won't catch, always wiping down my footprints, never leaving them a latch. Yeah, I leave the key on the nightstand, take the long way free. Highway in my windshield, but my cold There's a map of this city glowing under this glass. Desk lamp halo on my hands as the hours pass. Ledger opened by a crystal with a fingerprint shine. Door stays double locked, but the skyline is mine. Elevator hums somewhere deep in the core. Cameras on the hallway, red eyes by the door. I start another message that I'll never send. Hope you sleep in peace, hope you don't pretend. That small diner out along the ring road. 2 hot coffees and a jacket you thought I stole. I was just a quiet name in somebody else's book, counting other people's money, learning how they should. And now the same kind of men sit soft in my leather chair, waiting on my verdict with their collars and their stares. I can move this whole grid with a signature and call, but your side of this room is just a code on the wall. I built something heavy with these disciplined hands, brick by brick, favor over favor, man over man. But the weight of this office, the silence, the fame, feels lighter than one night when you whispered my name. Every light below my window knows my name. Every corridor goes quiet when I step through the frame. I can turn this city sideways with a fingertip and phone, but it never sounds like you did when you said my name alone. I'm a quiet crown above the streets they never tame, but the one thing I can't order back is the way you said my name. Top drawer, left side, under files no one will see. There's a faded little photo you forgot of, you and me. Your laugh caught mid-motion in a parking lot glow. One hand on my shoulder like you never let it go. I slide it back carefully when the meetings begin. Jacket on the hanger, mask over skin. I'll keep this whole empire balanced on a fountain pen and live with the truth you won't walk in again. I don't send apologies, I don't beg you to return. I stay who I decided through each quiet, steady turn. If you ever pass this tower and feel fire in your chest, know I bought these higher floors by denying what you pressed. Every light below my window knows my name. Every corridor falls silent when I step into the frame. I can bend this crooked skyline with a fingertip and phone, but it never sounds like you did when you said my name alone. I'm the quiet crown above the streets I had to claim. All these lights under my window can't touch the way you said my on wet concrete by the pillars of this bridge. River runs silent like a blade along the ridge. There's a devil at my feet and black gloves in my coat. Street lamp buzzing, throwing shadows across my throat. You stand there with your shoulders pulled too tight and too proud. New leather on your jacket, too much noise in your crowd. Burner in your pocket, but your hands still shake. You say if it all goes wrong, what call do I make? I've seen hotel doors closing on men who talk too loud. Suitcases on the carpet, one last look, no crowd. I've wiped down chrome tables in a back room after hours, folded up bad endings into neat, quiet flowers. I've watched hallway lights flicker as I walk down slow, heard vending machines humming while the heat lost glow. You don't see those details when you brag in a bar. You just see the clean surface and the long black car. So I lean on the railing, let the river pull the light, look you in the eye and keep my voice low and tight. Every favor's got a ledger, every choice has got a mark, and I only ever answer when you're already in the dark. I'm your number in the dark when it's already too late. I'm the quiet last appointment at the edge of your mistake. When the river takes your secrets and this city holds its tongue, you don't pray, you don't confess, you call the quiet one. You could think you're built for chaos, you could swear you got the heart, but you don't know what you're buying, darling. Number in the dark. Old bridge, there's a stain you can't quite see, rust on the railings, rope scars on the beams. Hear the low hum from the dock where the trucks unload. Hear my boots draw patterns in the oil on the road. If you ever hit that bottom where your stories can't be spun, where the glass on the table hides a shadow of a gun, you'll remember what I told you with your back against this rail. Every call to my number is a chapter you can't bail. I don't ask you for the reasons, I don't care who threw first stone. I don't walk in for applause, I don't carve my name in stone. But I'll close your little nightmare, I'll redraw your crooked chart, and I'll bill you in the silence that keeps chewing at your heart. I'm your number in the dark when the bright lights finally fade. I'm the shadow in the doorway where your bad decisions shade. When the river keeps
I've always been the one they call when there's work that needs to be done. Handled all the dirty business, turned the bad to good and the wrong to none. Now I'm sitting here, just me and this glass. The night's getting late, wondering if the price I paid for loyalty is too much to take. They said I'm just a man of duty, don't ask questions, just get it done. Now I'm staring at this empty glass, wondering where it all begun. Every man's got a price, but every price has a cost, that's clear. And now I'm starting to wonder if the end is getting near. Tell me I'm the best at what I do, but what do I do when I'm done? I've crossed so many lines for this man, but it feels like the end's just begun. If something happened, then it's too late now. The streets don't care, and neither does the crowd. I've lived on silence in the edge of a night, but every favor's been a piece of my life. I'm still standing, but I feel it's near. The cost of loyalty is too clear. I used to walk with confidence, but now I don't trust my stride. I've seen the loyalty turn to dust, watch the promises collide. A man's got his code, but what happens when that code is all he knows? What happens when the man you trust can't even see where he's supposed to go? The door swings open, but the night's still long, and I'm still wondering where I went wrong. If something happened, it's too late now. The streets don't care, and neither does the crowd. I've lived on silence and the edge of a night, but every favor's been a piece of my life. I'm still standing, but I feel it's near. The cost of loyalty is too clear.
desk lamp burning where the night's all black. There's a ledger on the table, fountain pen by its side. One chair empty where you used to sit and ride. Chessboard frozen with a king under threat. One last move hanging in the heat of our bed. Security light blinking in the hall outside. Elevator waiting like a mouth open wide. We came up counting small bills in a basement room. Two thin suits, one plan, and a borrowed back room broom. You shook the right hand, I read the fine lines. Turned back alley credit into marble and wine. Now my name's on the door in a quiet gold frame. Every corridor whisper when it says our name. But today in the numbers, something bent the wrong way. Found your hand in the river where I never let us play. So I closed every folder with a flat, steady palm. Turned off every light just to sit in the calm. Put your file by the window where the city stares back. Let this tower feel the crack in its stack. I'm the last light in the tower when this city's shutting down. I'm the man behind the ledger who decides what sticks around. I can balance out the chaos, I can write a life in red. I can send you down the elevator or erase you in my head. You can talk like you're a kingpin, you can throw your weight about, but you stand inside my office with the last light in the tower, looking out. Elevator mirrors show a face I've grown to know. Tie straight, jaw set, eyes dark but slow. Parking level concrete with the paint scratched thin. White lines crooked like the path we're in. Your car door open, your hand on the frame. Briefcase waiting like it's holding our name. I stare from the shadows with a key card in my fist. Say we built this fortune, but you broke the one rule on my list. I don't steal from brothers, I don't lie on my own word. I don't cut the ground from those who've carried what they've earned. But I close books clean when a man breaks our code, and I leave him with his choices on the road. I'm the last light in the tower when the long day finally bleeds. I'm the one who does the counting when you pass your little deed. I can sign off on your future, I can cross out what you've been. I can let you walk in silence or step off this machine. You can fight for every corner, you can throw your shadow out, but it all comes down to numbers and the last light in the tower, looking out. Blinds half closed on the window. This floor sits above the glow. Desk lamp halo on the papers, on the page you think you know. You stand there straight in a new suit, shoes that barely make a sound. You say you're done with the front row, you wanna move this town around. There's a cold edge on this desktop, there's a pistol in that drawer. There are names tied to these folders that don't walk here anymore. You see numbers on a spreadsheet, I see favors, blood and death. Every mark you're chasing on that line is a promise you won't forget. I was standing where you're standing when an older man told me, son, the rules ain't written down, they're the things you'd rather not see. I learned fast how to smile right, how to leave no trace behind, how to buy a man's allegiance, how to lease his peace of mind. Now my cufflinks catch the lamplight, and my calls don't ring twice. When I speak they listen shaking, cause they know I don't ask nice. You think power is a spotlight, some big throne and screaming crowd, but it's quiet like a contract that you sign and can't read out loud. So you say you want the keys, say you're ready for the climb, say you're not afraid of getting a little darkness on your time. You think you can keep your soul and still walk this crooked line. Listen close, cause every deal draws a circle round your spine. In the quiet part of the night, I turn this city with my hand. Move the pieces from this office, never have to touch the sand. I'm the gentleman in shadows, I control what they don't see. But every step up on this ladder takes another piece of me. You wanna wear this calm like armor on the fear in every eye. In the quiet part of the night, you better know what you let die. Framed old photograph, corner faded near the frame. Three young men around the table, only one still signs his name. One went missing near the freight yard, one went soft and disappeared. I stayed here and kept ascending, lost some sleep and lost my fear. Now I walk these empty hallways, motion sensors track my stride. Every door has steel inside it, every smile has steel behind. If you come back here tomorrow, there's a badge with your new role. But the boy that walked in tonight won't quite fit his older soul. I won't beg you not to take it, men like us don't scare that way. I just owe you honest figures on the bill you're set to pay. You will gain a certain silence when you step behind this glass, but you'll trade the sound of laughter for the weight that doesn't pass. In the quiet part of the night, I turn this city with my hand. Shift the current from this desk while the streets think they command. I'm the gentleman in shadows, I decide what stays concealed. But every life that leans on my word writes another mark I feel. You wanna walk in like a legend, leave your old self far behind. In the quiet part of the night, count the ghosts inside your mind. The station's quiet, but I can feel the weight of 1,000 eyes watching. It's not too late. The city's voice calls, it tugs at my chest. Like an old lover, it won't let me rest. Suitcase heavy, my past in the bag. I leave the lights behind, but I still hear the drag. Step on the train, the door shuts tight. Empty seats ahead, but the ghosts are in sight. The wheels hum steady, but they never slow. Like the streets that know me, but won't let me go. Your face in a window, fading in the night. I can tell if I'm running or taking flight. I've been a man shaped by the city's hands. Every deal, every choice is all by the plan. But these tracks take me where the sun can't find a place to bury everything I left behind. On the road, this train's the only way I know. The city's hand always pulling, but I'm letting go. I've paid my price in whispers. Now I'm finally alone, fading ghosts on the road. Yeah, I'm headed to the unknown. Blows low, a song for the lost. I left my name, but I still count the cost. The city can't change, neither can I, but the horizon's clear. No more asking why. A suitcase and a shadow, all I need to leave. The tracks will forget, but my soul won't grieve. If I ever return, it won't be the same. I'll walk with new steps, but still hear the name. The city can't keep its secrets, it's mine to forsake. I'll leave it behind for my own sake. Fading ghosts on the road, this train's the only way I know. The city's hand always pulling, but I'm letting go. I've paid my price in whispers. Now I'm finally alone, fading ghosts on the road. Yeah, I'm headed to the unknown. by the water, briefcase at my side. Street lamps flicker like questions I never answer out loud. Ink on my fingers from the ledgers I just closed. All those quiet little numbers where the real story never shows. I hear a bar sign buzzing somewhere up the hill, but tonight I walk the river, let this heartbeat match the will. We started in a back room counting crumpled folded bills. You had the fast hands, I had the head for little deals. You said you'll make it straight, I'll make it happen in the street. 2 suits in a borrowed office, busted boards beneath our feet. Now your name's on a stone I don't visit like I should, but every column that I balance says I understood. I make the wrong look tidy, I make the storm seem small, but there's a way behind each figure that I still feel when night falls. I'm the man who keeps the books when this whole town shakes. When this whole town shakes, make dirty money clean on the page I make. I keep the numbers straight while the world turns crooked, turns secrets into interest with a calm, steady look. Quiet power in the margins where nobody sees. There's a rail on this old bridge, cold under my hand. I've signed more silent contracts than most men understand. Suit jacket pulled tight against this late night wind. I can list every favor, every loss, every win. Somewhere a car door slams, another deal goes down. I still hear your boots and echoes underneath this town. I still hear your laugh in the click of a closing case. I still see your grin in every new ambitious face. I don't pray for redemption, I don't beg for release. I just mark what we started and keep the columns in one piece. I'm the man who keeps the books when close on town shows. When this whole town shakes, make dirty money look clean. Turn years into balance with a cold, steady look. Yeah, I'm the man who keeps the books and the costs on me. Walking still above the river where the lights can't see. Low stage humming, one red bubble there. Old clock ticking by, the bottles behind your head. My guitar's hanging on one leather strap. Tip jar waiting by the foot of the amp. Doors in my line always over your shoulder, same as it was when I was meaner and cold. Take my seat with my back to the wall, eyes on the entrance, one slow sweep of it all. I used to meet men where the floor stayed wet, suit pressed clean, but the bed's all in debt. Learn to read hands more than what mouths said. Learn who walked in and who might leave you dead. Saw a sharp young lion in a corner one night. Chair turned wrong, hold back to the light. When the trouble came, he never saw the first move. They rolled him out quiet before the band hit the groove. 'Cause life don't shout when it wants one more name. It just steps through a doorway and plays a quiet game. So I never sit with my back to the door. Every rule that kept me breathing's written in this floor. I'm a dark old gentleman with a cold in my bones, still counting every heartbeat when I'm sitting alone. You can laugh at the shadows if you wanna feel sure, but I never, no, I never sit with my back to the door. I see you, kid, in that last booth tonight. Chair turned sideways, eyes soft in the light. Jacket off, one arm draped on the seat. Shoes too clean, but you're hungry for the heat. You keep weighing up my rings and my watch, trying on my stories like a stranger's coat you watch. But what you want most ain't the shine or the score. It's the hush when you walk in and they all know who you're for. I've outlived more hands than I care to count, stacked up lessons in a quiet high mount. I'm not here to preach, I won't beg or implore. I just sing you what I live by and let you choose your war. So I never sit with my back to the door. Every scar on these knuckles is a house rule I swore. If you make it to my age with your balance still tight, you keep one eye on that handle every slow late night. I'm an old white legend with a gentleman's core, and I never, no, I never sit with my back to the door. There's a ledger on the desktop. Every favor has a line. Little marks beside the names of men who think their hands are clean and fine. You're standing by the window, looking down at all those lights, talking big about your future, how you're born for bigger nights. But this chair feels like a target when you've sat here long enough, and the ink on all these papers turns from black to something rough. You don't call it power till you learn to count the cost. Every win you're busy bragging is another piece you've lost. You want crowns and quiet office where your name can't be crossed. You don't call it power till you learn to call the calls. There's a chessboard on the side table, game frozen midway through. Half the pieces off the surface for the things I did for you. Every calm negotiation, every problem made to fade, left a shadow in the hallway and a number I still paid. You keep talking about loyalty like it's something they just feel, but the ones who swear they're with you are the first ones cutting deals. You don't call it power till you learn to count the cost. Every signature you're signing is a bridge that might be tossed. You want stories in the back rooms, how you never once were bossed. You don't call it power till you learn to count the cost. You say you're not afraid of death, you like to play with fire, but credit from the wrong man is a very quiet wire. It doesn't hum, it doesn't spark, it just waits behind your chair till the day you miss a payment and they're already there. You don't call it power till you learn to count the cost. Every win you take for granted is another